Good morning. I am going to give you an update. And I'm also on a field trip today because I just couldn't take it anymore. I needed some relaxation. So I decided to head on to New Smyrna, which is about 30 miles from here. Hang on. That ain't gonna work that way. I'm in my neighborhood. I'm just leaving. I need to get gas, but I also have to go to the bank, so I'm gonna stop there first. Stop at the bank first and head on down to New Smyrna. There's a part, I used to live there when I was in my 20s. And from 16 to about 30 is when I lived there. And this park wasn't there when I lived there. My sister lives down by that way, but she don't really go many places. And so I don't know how long it's been there, but I am going to ask her. And I know that they had been making new walking stuff. And when I looked it up online, there's all kinds of them down there. I'm just getting bored with my area. You know, I need change. That's me, the Gemini who needs change. You know, don't bore Gemini. We bore too easily. And let me see here. Yeah, so I'm going to go down there and we're going to go for a nice walk. It's called the Pedestrian Walk Park. A lot of reviews online. So we're going to check it out. But in the meanwhile, I will give you some update. And while we're down there, there's a place that I used to work. It's called Mondelez Bakery. The people that I worked for sold it to the people that own it now. It's good, but not as good as it was when I worked with they were French. They were full-blooded French. He spoke no French whatsoever, and the stuff was unbelievable. I worked there for 3 years. And I gained 20 pounds in the 3 years working there. And it would have been, that don't sound like very much. But I rode a bike every day, almost 3 miles a day. I think it was like 3 miles there and 3 miles back. So it was like 6 miles a day I had a bicycle and I rode. If it wasn't for that, it would have been a heck of a lot more. But I still gained 20, because that just shows you how much of that stuff you eat. They make their own bread, their own croissants. Oh my God, we'd get there in the morning to prep for lunch because they'd buy good luncheon meat and make their own rolls and stuff. And then we would do killer sandwiches at lunch and all kinds of pastries and breakfast stuff. And they'd made Danishes, sausage rolls, Napoleons. We're going to go there. And I'm going to have my camera on showing you the stuff in there. Hopefully they have the stuff. It is starting to, in the wintertime, it's not as full stuff because the tourists and stuff aren't down. But you go there in the summer, they got all kinds of more variety. I mean, the basic stuff's there. The Napoleons, I mean, it's homemade French custard. It's homemade whipped cream. Homemade phyllo dough. I don't know if the guy that owns it now makes his own phyllo dough. My niece worked there for a little while. They're very hard to work for. All French, those French people where I know when I worked, it was hard too. But down in all, they're really sweet people. And she couldn't take it, but she said they don't make their own phyllo dough and stuff like that. Which, you know, but this man that I worked for, he made his own phyllo dough. He made his own croissant, the dough where you put the sheets and you butter each. You'd go in there in the morning, your mouth would just salivate because of the smell of the croissants. And every time I worked, which was like 5 days a week, they were closed Mondays and Tuesdays, I think, or was it just Monday? So I worked 6 days a week. But on Sunday, because we were closed on Monday, on Sunday, she would pack up, how many girls were working, she'd pack up all those boxes of all those leftover pastries, because they're not going to have it, they're going to start off fresh come Tuesday. They don't save that stuff. And if she does, like during the week, it's discounted price. I mean, she had it going on, let me tell you. And it was, towards the end, I was dropping my box of treats off at friends' houses or giving it to somebody because I was like, but I'm telling you. So whenever I go down, not whenever I go down that way, but I haven't had any of that in a very long time, probably a year, at least a year. Yeah, because me and DJ Rant made a run down there. I think it was probably last year, the year before. Everything runs together. But yeah, it was so good. It was so good. But I'm going to show it to you. And I'm going to get me a sandwich there for lunch and a couple pastries to take home. I may just pick him up one for dinner. And that'll be his dinner. Because once I eat that sandwich and that pastry, I won't want dinner. So maybe that's what do it that way. Yeah, so we're going to check out the park. What else? Oh, I'm getting closer to leaving. I've got my awning. It's not on yet. We got it yesterday. He has to get some longer screws because the ones that came were just too short. That's why they really don't send you too many brackets, because everybody's system of hooking it on is different. People have different things, that they're hooking it onto the roof. I forgot to go to the bank. I'm going to have to go up here and make a Yui. Forgot what I was doing. But, yeah. So, I got my luggage rack on, and I got my rooftop bag. It's 44 inches long, and I can't remember how many feet wide. Excuse me. I got the hiccups this morning. And I'm putting all my canvas stuff in there. So that's going to make a lot of room in here free. Because where I had it on the side of the door over here, where it just kind of stacked up, which fit really good and worked really well. I got to get over here. I got to go back on the street up over here. Yike. I gotta go to the bank. Oh, I didn't want to get out this way. That ain't no good either. I get so lost on these back roads. Oh, you might as well make a U-E and go back, Sandy, because you're just gonna end up right back where you started from. Idiot. I call people names when they drive. I'm not going to pull out while you're sitting there telling me to go. I've done that and gotten in trouble. No, just go. I'll get out. Don't worry. That's all right. We're going to make a Yui here. I've got nothing but time. Time is on your side. I can't sing Orsolwick. Sorry about that. I might have to take that out of there. Oh, I got so much to tell you. I'm so full of energy because let me start with that, why I am so full of energy. I have not used my CPAP machine since Christmas because I got really sick at Christmas time. I was sick for almost 3 weeks. Started the night before Christmas. I was sick all Christmas. It was terrible. You all that's been here for a while, you know. And I was sick during using that when I started getting sick, and I didn't want to use that hose anymore. Well, the insurance went up so high that I refused to pay it. From what I understand, it'll all be different next year. I don't know what's going on with the insurance companies, but I'm over their crap. I really am. And I hope somebody does something, and I don't know if anything's going to get done or not. I have no idea. I have been looking around for some insurance, but the problem with it where I live, the insurance that I can afford, well, barely can afford, would have to, it's lowest what I found, doesn't cover any of my doctors. So I'm not starting over with doctors. So me and my husband I says, look at how, just pray that you stay healthy this year, you don't get hurt or nothing, and let me keep looking. He had a doctor appointments after the first of the year, and he takes gout medicine and cholesterol medicine. And I said, just go pay for it. Go pay for the office visit, pay for the lab, just pay for it. He told the doctor that he didn't have the insurance for the prescription, and how you wanted to know if he knew of anything, and the doctor set him up with a place that he can order it through the mail from North Carolina, and it's he like a 3-month supply of his I think his cholesterol medicine was $120, so it's high, but you only have to pay that for every 3 months, and his gout medicine I think he gets for $4, or it could be vice versa. He gets it for $4 I think at Walmart. Either Walmart or Publix, I don't know. But it all works out. I quit taking the diabetes medicine not too long after I started taking it, because he was actually putting me on it because I was borderline and it helped me lose weight. Well, it wasn't. I can't say it wasn't. I wasn't on it long enough, but I'm funny with medicine, and I didn't like the idea that I wasn't a diabetic, but he was putting me on it, and that just didn't sit right with me. I said to myself, you will lose weight. The way you will lose weight will be at your own pace and your own time. You know what you need to do, and you're doing it. I am going to, that's why I decided I am going to walk it off. Good for your blood sugar, it's good for your weight, it's good for your attitude, it's good for all kinds of things. Lose weight and everything. I will lose weight once I get out there on my own, because I don't have to have a big dinner every night. Well, if you're going to cook it, you're going to eat it. I have been very careful with my portion sizes and stuff like that, instead of just eating for boredism. That's another thing I'm trying not to do, eat for boredism. So I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I'm not saying I have gained a little bit of the weight, maybe a pound or two back out of the 10 pounds I lost since Christmas, which that's a long. Actually, it was probably 15 pounds, because I lost another 5 when I went away for the 2 weeks on my own trip, my camping trip. 2 weeks I was gone. I lost 5 pounds, and I lost 5 from being sick, and I lost 5 from watching what I eat. So that's how it all kind of started. When I lost all that weight from being sick, I actually lost almost 8 pounds, but I gained some back after I got better, and I was like, wait, I did not want to start that. So I'm very careful what I eat. Try to eat only 3 meals a day. I eat fruit at night if I need to. I'm not exercising. I've been working on my van, but I'm not really doing any exercise. We have hot days. Some days it's just too hot to go outside. Today is actually a nice little breezy day. It's warm, but it's breezy. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. We had rain last week, a couple days of rain. So I'm not doing any kind of movement. That's why I decided today, it being so nice out, I thought, well, let's do this, because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. And I didn't want to be thinking, I should have gone yesterday. I just feel guilty of it. So we're going to go do this today. When I get to the park we're at, I'll show you my new roof rack and the little basket thing that goes in it to put the bag in. I got that out there too. That's up. After the bank, I've learned how to take my pictures from my phone and download them on my computer. I think I did it the hard way, because I said that to somebody. They said, oh yeah, I do. I'm like, no, I tried that. That didn't work for me. I had to download an app and on my computer. I don't know, maybe I'm screwing up. I do not know nothing of computers. I have finally found an editing software that I think I can handle. It's called VideoPad. I think VideoPad. It's free. There's also a version you can buy. If I ever get to know this version enough, maybe I'll buy the other one, buy the better version, but I think there's no sense of getting the better one now when I don't even know what I'm doing, and this does the basics. So that is one thing I have been working on, because when I go away, I want to be able to, let me start over. I bought a GoPro thinking, see, I'm telling you, I know nothing about nothing. I bought a GoPro thinking that I could use that because it has a disc and I can put it into my computer and download it, and edit it off the computer, so that I could be working on things even though I'm not downloading them up to YouTube yet. I could be working on things and it's not jamming up my phone. Because it might be 3 or 4 days before I can download anything. It depends where I'm at and what's going on. So, but at least I could be working on the stuff, and when I do get somewhere, download it, you know? What was I getting with? Oh, so I got the GoPro, and I'm messing around. It's also waterproof, which was pretty neat, but I'm messing around with it, and I decide, okay, I figured it out, charged everything, put the SD card in, here we go. And I got it. It's in the waterproof container, and I'm just like doing a little mock video just to practice this and see what it looks like and sounds like. Well, for number one, there's no sound. So with the little plastic waterproof box on, you can't hear it. So I thought, okay, well, let's take it out of the box. You could barely hear you speaking. So I looked it up on YouTube, and it's saying, you know, they're not good for that, blah, 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 blah. But if I found how you can do it, and they were talking about GoPro Heroes. I have a generic GoPro. I don't know if the same little thing you stick on for the sound onto the Hero GoPro, or if it's going to fit the generic. I have no idea. So I didn't want to invest in that. So, but the GoPro's fine, because I can do time lapse and things like that. I'm going to set it up to where I'm driving. I can take driving pictures, so I'm not putting it all on my phone. I tried to do it. See, here it is right here. I tried to do it, but I have nothing to stick it to. I'm all confused. I should have been figuring this out before I went today, but I thought, screw it. I'll figure it out. I got nothing but time. That's what I keep saying. You got nothing but time. So that, I'm getting that narrowed down. But I did find a camera that I know will be good. It's $140. I do not want to spend that kind of money right now, because I have been spending a little bit too much money, more than I probably should be. So I'm done spending. I got the basics of what I need, and that's it. I did try to buy a stabilizer, so when I'm walking, I'm not swinging you all around. And I bought one. It was a generic one. It wasn't a gimbal, but it was a stabilizer. Gimbals, my God, the prices. Ugh, ridiculous. The GoPro's insane. But anyway, when I got it, the box was so freaking heavy. I'm like, what? You know, you got to carry this thing? So then when I opened it and I saw the weights on it, because I have no idea how these things work. Like I tell you, when I get them, I figure if I don't like it, I send it back. Had these weights. I thought, oh, brother, you know. And so, all right, I'm reading the directions. You don't have to have all the weights. You might be able to get away with just a little one. And it's showing how to balance your camera when you get your camera or your phone on it. Well, I'm playing around with it, adjusting it, and you put the camera on top, and then you have that little thing with the handle, because it was like a shoehorn. It was a shoe one, they call it, whatever. And then you hold the little thing in the middle, and then you're supposed to adjust it with this bolt that's got 4 little slots. You put the handle where it better balances it. Well, first of all, it's number one, I was already going to plan on sending it back because it was too heavy. Awkward and heavy. Number two, maybe decide to send it back even quicker, was that part that you move the handle to adjust it. The little knob that takes the screw thing out for you to screw your piece into, it was broken. So the piece was already stuck in the one in the middle, and you weren't getting it out, and you could only use the one in the middle. you couldn't adjust it because it came broken. So I went back on Amazon, printed the thing, sent it back. That was like $70. So I had priced one at Walmart's, which I thought was, I think it was either $69 or $99, and it was just the straight one stabilizer, which the kind I want. But the ones you see online at Amazon, all the ones that are the nice stabilizers that are just you just hold it, are outrageously priced. The cheapest ones I can find are $60, $70, $80, but that's what I'm going to pay for that. But I'm not buying it right now, so I just haven't really gotten to the store to go do it. I'm not running out of my way to go do it. I may even order one off the line yet. I don't know. So that's coming into the works. Because I'm really looking forward to getting my channel going, and I'm working on an intro. Like I say, I am very dumb when it comes to computers, and I have to figure all this out on my own. And so far, I am. I'm really putting some time and effort into it, and it's paid off. I can see it has paid off. So that's that. I plan on leaving as soon as I can. It was going to be it is going to be after Easter, but my birthday's in June, okay? My license is expired this year. I had to renew my tag. So I've already went and renewed my license, and I've already renewed my tag. I did it online. I have to wait 7 to 10 days to get it. Once I get that, I am going. And I wanted to get that done before I left because I don't want to have to come back into town to go renew my license or get my registration. I mean, I could do it online, but I'm not going to have my 19 sticker, and I'm not going to have whatever new license they sent me. I can have them send it to me and stuff, but I don't know where I'm going to be, or, if I know any, you just don't know. And it kind of made me nervous. So I said, instead of being so nervous about it, just pay for it, deal with it, and be done. When you get it, you stick your sticker on, you stick your new license in, and you're good to go. You're good. And that has kind of held me back a little. My mother-in-law is in the hospital. She's got fibromyalgia and rheumatoid arthritis, and I guess she's having a spell, something about the nerve endings in her heart. I really don't know and understand. They're going to keep her in there one more day. I guess she's just in a lot of pain. They've done all kinds of tests on her. And so, that's kind of, so who knows, as far as I know, as of right now, when I get my license and my little 2019 sticker for my tag, I'm going to be making the plan to head out. Looking at a calendar. I need to go during the week so I can get that discount price at that campground. The first one I'm going to, I only pay $20 a night. And, or $15 a night. No, I pay $15 a night. It's half price because it's $30 to stay there. I get it for half price for 2 nights. So for $30, I'll get to stay there for 2 nights. And I know if I wanted to stay another night, she'd only charge me $20, I think, because that's what she did last time. But I don't think so. I want to get moving on. I think 2 days. Be the day I get there, and then the following day, and then I'm going to move on to my next stop, which will probably be the place I went where's on the lake. Remember when 2 weeks ago, or when I went for that 2 weeks, I can't remember the place, but that's where I'm going to be headed. So I'm going to those 3 places that I went when I went last time, and then I'm going to go from there. It'll be all new. But I feel safe doing that. This way I can have plenty of time to get closer to these destinations, and for my apps to work for these destinations, to look for boondocking spots and things like that. So yeah, so I'm really rambling on your ear. I really don't want to make this a long video, but it might be. I think that's pretty much up with all my updates. I organized all my underneath storage to where it's more organized. I've done some organization in here. When I get my awning up, I'm going to set up the whole camper like I was out camping, and I'm going to do a video of that and just show you, all the deeper details. Because I have been pretty busy. I must say I have been pretty busy. I feel so great that I've been using my CPAP machine. I think I was talking about that and totally forgot. I mean, like I say, I have not used my CPAP machine since Christmas because of the hose and that's what I was talking about, the insurance, and I got pooped off. Okay, that happens to me. So I went, I've been meaning to buy, and I told you about the insurance, so I knew they weren't going to give me one before the first of the year, a new hose. So I knew I had to buy one before I could use that thing again. So I went online, and I just had to just do it. I forget every day. Finally, I remembered, and when I ordered the bag for the roof, I ordered that. So I bought 2 hoses, and I got it Tuesday, and I was looking forward to it. And because the day before I washed my machine, and the mask part is separate, so I washed that the best as I could. That part is $70, so I'm not rushing into getting that right yet, because what I have is good. And I already had 2 extra little nose pillows that I got before Christmas, so I'm good there. I went to bed that night. Now, I had a nap. I had a 3-hour nap that day. I went to bed that night. I slept for 7 hours and 50 minutes. I only woke up one time, 2:30 in the morning, to use the bathroom, and went back to bed and didn't wake up until 5:30, I think it was. Yeah, 5:30. I think he got about 5. So it was about 5:30. And I felt wonderful. Oh my God, I felt so great. I slept with it on tonight, or last night. I slept 6.5 hours. When I got up at, I think it was 4 o'clock to use the bathroom. That was the first time I got up to go since I went to bed. I didn't have a nap yesterday either. And it was 4 o'clock, and we would be getting up in an hour and a half, and I just didn't put it back on. Or I would have had a good 7 hours with it. Next time I will put it back on. Yeah, so that guy was backing up in the middle of traffic. People are crazy. Yeah, so I am feeling great. Yeah, I am ready. I am so ready. My thing is almost so organized. It's going to be so nice because I'm not going to have a bunch of stuff. It's going to be so nice. I can't wait to show you. Well, I'm going to go because I have been rambling on enough. And I am going to, when I get there, I'm going to take you along with me. So I'll see you in a little bit. Probably be there in another 20 minutes, I guess. It takes about 45 minutes to get there. It's only like 25 miles away, but because of the traffic. And also 95, a section of it's closed off, and rerouting it this way because we have bush fires over there by 95 by New Smyrna, where we're going, but they're not going to be where we're at, I don't think. Oh, I hope not. Never thought of that, but I don't think it is. Well, we're going to find out, but we're still going to the bakery. Wait till y'all see this place. It's so good. Alrighty, I'll see y'all in a little bit. This is what it's called. It's the New Smyrna Beach River to Sea Transporting Planning Organization. I don't know what that meant, but this is the trail. These are the rules. Pretty simple. And let's go see what it is. There's some people on a bicycle. I went to go get my little handheld thing. It broke. So I'm gonna, as soon as these people pass me, I'm gonna put the camera back. I don't have my Fitbit on today, and I'm not using my Map My Walk only because I don't feel like it wasting more battery. But this looks pretty cool. You know, it's behind some homes. But that's how the park is over by where I'm at in Central Park, they call it. It goes through a couple of neighborhoods. It's like about a mile and a half, I guess, one way. Because it's usually about 3 miles when I do it. Listen to the birdies. God, if you live back in here, see how easy it'd be just to walk on the trail. It's pretty nice. All right, I'm gonna enjoy the walk a little bit, and if I see anything, I will give you updates. The river is. You know, there's alligators in there. Wow. I mean, you can really see how high it is. Trying to get it. There we go. It's pretty high. I don't want to get too close because I'm scared to death of alligators. They scare me. But I think I would rather run into an alligator than a bear. And the only reason why I say that, because the odds of you running into an alligator are more slimmer than you running into a bear, in my book, because I'm not in the water. Alrighty, here we go. All the way down there. And then I came up to this. Whew. Uh-oh, I may be too short to look over the wall. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Let's see. I have to tippy toe a little bit. Boy, look way over in there. You could see all of that from storm damage from the hurricanes. How the winds just tore that down. Wow. Look at all the pine trees over there, palm trees. A lot of them got snapped off. Wow, when you snap off a palm tree, that's a storm. Let me tell you. You can see they're all snapped off. That's from the hurricane. And believe me when I tell you, when it snaps off a palm tree, this caught some heck and hell in this area. Wow, you just see all the way down. It just, wow. Let's see what this side looks like. This side seemed to do a little bit better. Seemed like it was more over there. And that could have been a tornado that might have gone through there too. Oh, the peaceful little river with all the alligator habitats. I do not like, oh, is that a gator over there? I don't think so. No. No, that ain't no gator. I can't really tell, but like right in there. Let's see. I don't know. I can't tell. Can't tell. Yes, I don't know how far this road goes. Whew. Pretty neat though. Boy, they really did pop right off, didn't they? Wow. You can look inside. It's all just mangled. Mangled. Look at that. That is pretty though, isn't it? That's called the Florida River. Florida rivers look like that. And people swim in that stuff. I don't know so much about right here, but they do swim in the brown water. I know by my house that they swim in it. Alrighty. Looks like it continue on down this way. So I'm gonna continue on down. I'm gonna walk a little further and see. I'm trying not to bounce. Whew. It is getting warm. I will be glad when I go up north a little further, because it is getting warm. If it wasn't for the cool breeze, you know, when the wind blew, the breeze was cool, and it is breezy today, so that is helping. And believe me, it's not even hot like it can be, so you can tell this is the beginning. It has started. Look at all along there, just mangled up. Mangled up. Alrighty, I'm gonna walk and see what it's really. Goes two ways. Man, this is one healthy looking swamp. We've had a lot of rain, and they're building a bathroom over there. Huh. I don't know. Let's see where this goes. I notice as you're walking, I guess there's two entrances to this thing. As you're walking, there's numbers, like it says 75. They keep going down. I'm wondering if that's how many yards you walked. I can't remember what it started at. I think it was like 120. I'm sure it was more than 120 yards. I don't know what that means. Maybe it is. Is that only 75 more feet to that area? I don't know. Let's see what it says up here. Look over here at the sign. They granted an award of $275,000 to work together to improve. Oh, it's just the same one, the same people that did the Central Park where I live in Ormond. Whew, so that's probably part of the money too, because we're all in Volusia. Well, that's nice, but I can understand why there's more bear sightings. I mean, this is probably once their home in these woods, and now you're making a path right through it. You know, these parks are nice, but we have to think of the animals. It's kind of sad. I have no control over that, or I would do something, you know? I'm just one voice, one person, and they're going to do what they want. That's how the world works. I found that out. Alrighty. I imagine it must be feet. It must be feet. I guess so. Alrighty, we're gonna head back. Looking around, this here used to all be woods, a dirt road. There's a few of these houses that have been here for a while, but this used to be a dirt road that came in off of that road there. This is, you know, I haven't been here since I'm 54, and I haven't been here since I was 30. So that's 24 years ago. Wow, long time. This place has changed. I've been here many times since then, but every time I come into town, something new. The house we lived in is no longer there. That was so sad when they finally did it in, because it was like you didn't exist anymore. I'm a very sentimental, I guess you want to say. I am a person who can really, the smell and feel are one of my highest senses, and I smell smells every day, all day long, and a memory will pop in my head, and that smell might only be there for a fraction of a second, and you keep smelling, you can't get it again, but you know the smell, and sometimes I think, where was I at when I smelled that? You know, sometimes I'd walk back in that section and see, you know, because I couldn't remember where, because it was a memory. And it's funny, me walking through here reminds me walking to school, or being at my grandmother's house and walking to the beach from there, and the smell when the wind blows, that Florida earth smell, that's what it reminds me of. And I'm sure being here enhances it, but I will tell you, I smelled that before when I wasn't in this town. I want to show you something here. Look at that over there. Look how the wind literally picked up the trees and peeled the dirt and everything. I hope you're seeing this. It's kind of hard with the glare. That is just insane. That is insane. Them storms are so powerful. They're powerful. And hopefully I won't be around this year to have to go through the stress of it. To leave it all to them. Hopefully, and I told them, you know, pack your stuff and come up wherever I'm at. But you know, they've been getting them up there too, so we gotta play everything by ear. Everything's by ear. Alrighty, I'm gonna walk on out of here. The next one will be 80, and then 85. Coming to this way, it was going backwards. So I think it's probably telling you how many feet you walked. I don't know why it'd be feet. Maybe it's a quarter of a mile? I don't know. I should have done my Fitbit or my map my walk, but if I do this again, I will. All right, let's head on. Good stuff. Okay.
What did you want, Sam? You get one of these.
It smells so good in here. I'm gonna have one of those, one of those, one of those.
Mary? Sam, what did you want?
Sam wants a
Oh,
macaroni.
they do have sausage rolls.
Those are the biggest ones ever.